Hello, and welcome to episode 14 of my Valheim series. In the last episode, we started our farm in the plains, and in this episode, I plan on finishing that farm, and then hopefully we'll still have time to hunt for the Yag location. So let's go do that. So I planted 100 of each barley and flax over at this farm here, but I didn't realize that I had some extra barley, so I'm gonna throw that in right now. Get it going, and then I'm gonna go sleep, and hopefully that'll be done by the time I wake up. Alright, we're back here. It is day 187, so let's get these barley flour recipes. That just unlocked a ton of stuff for our food preparation table, I'm sure, so let's go check that out. There we are. Let's check it out. So we got some bread dough now, which is better than our onion soup by a little bit, 2370 versus 2060. And it's 2 HP per tick instead of 1, and it lasts longer. So the bread dough will be really nice if we can get a good steady flow of flour going. That'll be really nice to get that. What else do we have? Lox pie we unlocked. So lox pie is really good. It's health food, 4 HP per tick, 30 minutes, really good stuff. So the first order of business that I want to do over at the farm, which by the way, the farm, I don't know if I just want it to be a farm because I did put a lot of work into it. So I might want to eventually try and like move all of my stuff over to the farm. I don't know if I could fit everything that I would need in one ship to make it my main base, but I suppose I'll finish the inside and then I'll decide if I want to make this the main base, because like it is kind of like I don't actually have that much space left after I made this big house. Like I would like to have like a couple of buildings for my main base, but it's just because I put a lot of effort into making this really nice and neat. And I think it would be really nice to have a plains base ready to go here. Anyways, before I started rambling, I was going to say the first place that we should start at the farm is when I get attacked, if something is like a ranged attack, they can just straight up just shoot pretty easily. They can damage my buildings and everything. So I do have to put a wall up, so I'm in between. I either have to raise this ground all around and then give myself like quite a bit less space, because it would take up about that circle of width all around, and then of course it would cost a ton of stone, which by the way, this building took up quite a bit of my stone. I don't even have a full chest of stone anymore. So I could either do that, or I could just stake wall the outside and then call that good enough, because the only thing that can attack the wall would be like if a lox gets down there and then it like damages the side and it would hit the stake wall, or those ranged creatures. But I'm hoping that the stake wall would actually just make it so that they couldn't even like see me, and so they wouldn't even bother attacking. So I think I am going to go ahead and do the stake wall, because I have a ton of wood left over. Like, we're overflowing with wood back at the chests. So I think that's the plan. I'm just going to stake wall the outside, and hopefully that'll be enough. I did also just want to show this. This is a 2-star neck, so this just proves that things can spawn 2 stars in this area. So I'm really hoping that there are some 2-star boars here in the future. I'll have to just keep checking periodically throughout all the episodes from here on out, I guess. I mean, I'm kind of out-leveling boar meat quickly, but it's always a good source of food for when you're around your base and building and stuff. It's just a really easy food to maintain if you have a boar farm. It's all gated off. It's looking pretty good, I'd say. And so now, I think what I want to work on is finishing decorating the outside, and then we'll work on the inside, because I noticed that this sidewall is very like plain and bare, so I think I'm gonna try to build more like banners or hang some more things on the side wall here. Just something to spruce it up a little bit. I noticed when I was building these banners that some of them like stick through the stone like this. And I mean, like, it just looks terrible, right? So I'm gonna try to work around it. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to build something like this, just a little bit above where I need to put it. So it would be like here. And then hopefully I can clip this onto there, and then I can just pull it out as much as I need to. And hopefully it'll still be close enough to the stone that when I take this off, then it looks nice and it's not all crappy like that. So I was trying to figure out how to make the walls look better on the farm. And I tried these skeleton trophies, but the thing is the item stand, when it's on stone, that little wood background of it stands out a lot. So it didn't look very good, but then I remembered they did add these ivy seeds during this Bog Witch update, so I figure I'll plant some of these and see how it looks. Yeah, I've never done this before, so I don't know how this works. So I can plant it on the corner. So I could just plant them on the corners. Oh, maybe this corner doesn't work. I don't actually know how these work. Can I spin it and plant it? No, so I could do it at the front here. I wonder why. I guess maybe it's gonna grow around this. I mean, that would be cool too, right? So I mean, sure, I guess I'll just plant it as far over as I can. Oh! I got it all the way over here. So I'll plant it like here, and we'll see what that looks like. And can we plant it on this corner as well? I wonder why it works on that one corner. But yeah, I'm gonna play around with this and see if I can't plant it on these side walls here to make this look a little bit better. So this says that it needs to have an open sky. So I just do that? Will it work? Needs more room to grow. Dang. So that's gonna die. Needs more room to grow, but it's not allowing me to plant it out here, so I don't really know how this works. Oh, does it need to have cultivated land, I wonder? Let's try it. Oh, okay, so you have to cultivate your land. Okay, but then it's also gonna need an open sky. So let's just destroy this one. And then that should be enough, right? And for now, we'll just destroy that. What? Needs a nearby wall? Well, it's right there. I wonder, can I destroy this without losing the seeds? No. Dang, that's the annoying part about growing stuff. Okay, so it's gonna take a little bit of menacing here to get the right. Okay, so it's I'll keep that in mind. It's a tiny space because it does need room to grow. It needs an open sky. And I'm out of ivy seeds now, so I'm gonna go get more from the bog witch. Here we are at the bog witch. I'm pretty sure there'll be some new stuff in here as well. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the seafarer's herbs and the mountain peak pepper powder, that's all new stuff for me, so I'll unlock it so that if I get new stuff. I think there's other new stuff too. This toadstool looks new to me. Oh, I can get the scythe handle. I thought you had to kill a Yag for that. Okay, so we got a lot of things that we can get. So first off, I'll buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll buy 15 of those ivy seeds. And then definitely want to get the scythe handle for sure. Toadstool looks new to me. The problem is I don't remember exactly what I've bought and what I haven't bought. So I'll buy the toadstool. Okay, yeah, that is new. Oh, I've heard lots about that berserker mead. All right, one more thing, the fragrant bundle. I don't know if I've had this one. Okay, that one was new. Nice. Alright. It would be nice if that had like a sorting thing, where it was like things that you haven't unlocked yet. Alright, we're gonna go back and I think I'm gonna make the scythe because I'm actually really excited about that. I've seen it in action. It looks really fun. Okay, we got pretty lucky here. The scythe needs 6 silver to make the scythe with the handle, and I only had 8 left, so got pretty lucky there. Unfortunately, I won't be able to upgrade it, I think that means, yeah. But, I think, can you teleport with this item? You can teleport with this item, and there is a mountain right beside my farm. So, I could go up there and look for some silver to upgrade this bad boy with. Though, I'm assuming that I need a high... Yeah, you need level 3 forge, so, yeah, I don't really know how that would work, but... We at least have quality 1 scythe, so let's give this a try. Never used this before, but these crops are done. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, baby! Efficiency. I like it. Ready? Watch this. Boom! Oh yeah. You know, I had a dream about this once. Alright, I planted one on every corner, and I don't know if that's going to be cool or not. I would plant one right here on these, but I think it would be really annoying to try to destroy that. I mean, I guess I could try that. The seeds themselves are pretty cheap. I think anywhere I planted in there, though, would be... needs more room to grow. Oh, I suppose, yeah, you need to plant it a little bit back anyways, so if I did this... and then I just planted it, like, out here... hopefully that'll grow then. I'll just do the same thing over here. I don't know if you have to leave the ground cultivated for it to stay growing. Oh, what's the problem? Ah, might have to go up there and destroy one of the roofs. I destroyed 3 of these things, so I mean, I'm really hoping... Wait, what? Are you serious? Both of them? Oh, I think it's the 4-wood part. Okay. Yeah, nice. What did that say? Okay, so this one started growing. So that's cool. How are we doing back here? Oh nice, that one's already growing up on the wall. I like that. Nice, nice. We're getting some progress here. Okay, so this might have stretched out this way anyways, who knows? Yeah, I want to see what these will do. I remember how I said the bow guys, I'd hope that they just wouldn't even hear me. They definitely hear me, but at least they can't shoot my crops now. I got some extra flax here, so I am gonna move the spinning wheel upstairs, because in the last episode when I was trying to talk at the forge, I realized how annoying and loud it was when it was running. So I do have 100 flax here that I'm gonna spin, but I'm gonna move the spinning wheel upstairs first. Alright, got that cooking. Hopefully it sounds a little quieter down here now. Yeah, much better. Okay. So now when I'm talking at the forge, you'll actually be able to hear what I say. So we're just going to assume that the ivy is all taken care of. I really hope that this doesn't just keep growing up, and I hope that it starts to grow around. Oh, just as I said that, it started to do that. Hey, maybe the game's listening into me. Never know. So yeah, we're going to let this stuff all cook out. I'm just going to let that die of natural causes up. Not sure if I can hit it without destroying the other one. So for the time being, we're gonna let this take shape. Ooh, I like this back here. This is doing really well. Yeah, that's gonna make it look really good. But oh, is this one going the wrong way? Ooh. So yeah, it might take a couple of replants, etc. But anyways, while all that is going on and happening, I think it's time to get started on the inside. There is a problem though. There is a problem of logistics, I would say, in that there is no hole in this entire like place. Like there's no vent, there's no chimney. I could expand it, but I like how it looks right now, so like if I expanded it like forward, plus the roof, like I barely got the roof to close. Like those pieces in the middle here, they are like red as red can be. I can't put anything there or they will get destroyed. So it's a very delicate build right now. It's got a very grandiose roof, which I do kind of like, but my entire plan was to put a roof where this stone is, like a floor where the stone is, and then have like a house up top, kind of like how my other build is. But now I don't know what I should do, because I think it's still tall enough that the smoke won't matter, but I don't know if it'll like look dumb from the outside then if it's got a lot of smoke built up, because you can see even just now the smoke from these braziers is getting trapped up at the top, and it looks a little bit dumb, but maybe I'm just overthinking it. But I think I will make the second floor. I'm going to make a window on this side, because this side I'm going to leave closed, since it's got the symbol on it. And then on this side, I'm going to open up a part in the middle, I'm sure. But this honestly might be so big that I might be able to do like 3 floors. So we will see about that. But yeah, I'm gonna get working on the inside here. Okay, so I'm having a little bit of a hard time choosing where I should put my fires. I'm thinking like in the middle, but I don't want to have it so that it's like this, where they're exactly side by side like in my other one, because I mean that just makes it like harder to use the fires. So I want to put it something like this, where it would be like that. And then I'm thinking in the middle here, because that's where like the fire would rise the most to the top of the roof, right? But then the windows would have to go off to the side, and like they'd have to be like way off to the side, like over here where it gets all like messy and not in the middle where it's just straight beams. So I'm in a little bit of a dilemma here, but I think I am going to go ahead and make the hearth like this. And then that works well for the window. This window is still alright. That window is still alright. I think that just makes the most sense for where the fire should go. Because the problem is you need two now with how much stuff you need to put over the fires. Like, I not only need a cauldron, but I need a mead kettle, and then I also need cooking stations, so I feel like this just makes the most sense. So, I guess I didn't get to the point. The point is that with these in the middle like this, when I go to build the floor over here, I'm going to have to either build like a very large circle around here, so like most of this side won't be able to be used by a floor, and like that kind of sucks because I wanted this side to have the windows and then I wanted to keep that side closed, right? But it doesn't make sense to have the fire right at the door because well, you'd just be walking into the fire. I could, I guess, have it here, but even there, like, it just doesn't make sense to have your fire, like, right at your entrance, in my opinion. I think it makes way more sense to have it back here. So it's just bringing up a little bit of logistics problems of venting the smoke. And so I'm just trying to work through how I'm going to solve that. It's getting dark, but I don't want to keep resting while I'm just building and I'm not in any danger. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go buy the diverger circlet from the merchant. Alright, Haldor, got the circlet for me. Very nice. I can see. Hey, I think I'm pretty happy with this railing that I got. So the idea is going to be that smoke will come up through here and just get trapped in the roof and nobody will have to worry about it. I might open up one of the little things in the middle up there just so that the smoke can get out. But I think it'll be fine if it's at the top. I'm not totally sure. I might want to build like another level to this though, because like I'm pretty sure I could build again another set of floors like this. 'Cause yeah, that's high enough. Like my head's not gonna bump in there, so I could do it. I'm just, I gotta figure out what I would want 3 floors for, because 100% I'm gonna want my storage and my workbench and my cooking and all that on this floor. So this floor might get really busy if I try to do just one building for everything, just like how my other building is super busy. But I'm still working it out, but I'm happy with that railing that we got. So I think the ivy is done growing. This one looks like it attached to the wrong thing, because when I go up to it, it doesn't say like it's healthy or anything. So I think it's just done growing. This one's really nice. It covers my banner a little bit, so I might have to redo those. And then I didn't waste any on the back, because how often am I going to look at the back? This one's really good. I really like how this one grew. It's like perfect, honestly. I just gotta redo that banner. And this one grew pretty good as well. Pretty happy with this one. But these front ones, they're not really working so good. And this one I gotta replant. Alright, one more little update here. I've done this spiral staircase now. I think it's a little bit more scuffed than my other one on my base, but I'm just working on making this like a round floor around it this time instead of just a square. I'm gonna try to actually do like a round floor around it. And then this is the top. I don't know if I've shown the completed one yet. Yeah, so we got the spiral staircase completed. Well, I haven't decorated it yet. If you got some overhang ivy that you don't want, instead of swinging your axe, might be a little bit more accurate to just bow it down like this. I mean, you still run the risk of destroying stuff that you don't want to, but at least bowing it is a little bit safer than trying to hack it with your axe. Alright, I think I'm happy with this flooring. I've went up and down a few times, so this is what it looks like. It's kind of like a rectangle with a little lip here. I don't know what to call it. But yeah, I've been going up and down here like this. And I do get stuck. But I only get stuck when I like go close to the totem in the middle here. So I think I'm getting stuck on one of those, not on this. So I think the floor is fine. Now I guess what's left is the windows. Yeah, I think I'm happy with these windows. They work. Let's see out there. Especially if I zoom in. I think I'm happy with that. So before I know if I need a third floor or not, I need to finish making this first floor. So in order to do that, like I do think at this point, I'll want this to be my new base. Even though there's not a ton of extra space, I think I can fit everything that I need in here anyways. I mean, with 3 floors, I mean, that should be plenty of room, and they're big floors too, like, even the second floor. Like, I can fit a lot of stuff in here, you know, like, there's a lot of space in here. So, since I want to make it my main base, I'm gonna have to go look around for the copper and tin, or maybe go over here and look for some crypts. I'll teleport over to the merchant and see if I can find any crypts over here. Alright, good. There's at least 1 crypt here. Oh, I see 2. There's one over there as well. So there's at least 2 crypts in here, so that should be enough iron to make the stuff for the workbench and everything. I don't know if that'll be enough for chests and stuff, but if I had to, I could move the chests from my base to the new one. I'm not gonna show very much of this because with all this gear, I'm gonna bully my way through all this stuff. Thought I better mention this. This Vestir, Vigvisir, gave me a new bone mass location, which is the one where I thought maybe Yag was, so I don't know what the odds of bone mass and Yag being so close would be, so probably was wrong about that island. Yeah, I knew I said I wasn't gonna show anything, but I had to show this one. There was literally nothing this way, like nothing even in that shelf. There was a couple of yellow mushrooms in this corner. No muddy scrap pile here, so both of those were cut off. And so then I went this way, I was like, okay, surely this leads to somewhere, right? Bro, this crypt literally only had 4 yellow mushrooms in it. What? This is all the iron from 4 crypts, although that one had literally nothing, and I think another one had like 18, so it's really more like 2 crypts, but here it is, 131. I need 60 for my chests, because 10 chests, and 3 rows. So I think that's 60 for the chests, and then, so what does that leave? Like 51 for the workbench and stuff. I'll do the math and I'll figure out if that's enough. So I just looked at all this stuff, and just with this stuff alone I would need 57 if you include the blast furnace, which I would, because that's how I would make my black metal at that base. Yeah, 51's not enough, so I'll either do another crypt or I'll use the wishbone to find a little more. Running iron through the swamp is exactly what this kind of armor was good for. So now I'm going to be really fast while I run this to the other side where my other portal is. I just went and grabbed the boat from the plains. This is the final iron haul. So we got 5, is this? So that's 150, 180, 203. 203 total iron. I think that'll be enough for a full base. Now I need to go get some copper and some tin. Make some bronze. So I think I'm gonna do that at this one right over here, because it'll be on the way. Alright, it's kind of a special day this time around. Show you guys. It is day 200. I've been messing around for like 40 days with this farm base. Trying to finish it, and it's still not done. Hey, there's the milestone, day 200. Okay, I think this should be enough tin and copper. We got 46 copper and 58 tin. Plus we already had like 30 some copper back at the farm already. So I think this will be enough, so I'm going to bring this back, and the only thing now that I need for it to be a full, like, legit base is some silver. And fortunately enough for me, there is a mountain on that island, so I'm just going to assume that there is silver up there already. So I'm going to ship this back, and then we will go and grab the silver out of the mountain, and then that should be everything that we need to make this farm base a real legit, like, serviceable base. Alright, we got our boat right up on the island here, and we are back at the farm. So I'm gonna transfer all of the stuff into the chests in there, and then I'm gonna go up onto that mountain and see if there's any silver in there. Yeah, wishbone is going off here, and there's a frost cave here. Looks to be about right here in the middle of all these rocks. It was indeed silver. I'm just gonna get an inventory full, and I think that'll be enough for the base. Yeah, I've got 22 silver, and I think I'm gonna call that good enough. Should be enough for everything that I need, plus should be a little bit extra to maybe upgrade that scythe once or twice, which is all that I really wanted. Also noticed this is all black forest over here, so I could have just went over here for the copper, but it's okay. It was on the way from the swamps. There is also meadows over here, I just noticed. So that'll actually be really nice for trying to find a 2-star boar, probably. Okay guys, all of this newly found ore has to smelt and everything before I can progress with the base, so that means that I'm finally gonna have time to work on finding the location for Yag. Along the meadows on the way back from carrying the silver back, I noticed that tower there, so I'm really hoping that that has a Vegvisir, or however you say it, inside of it. I can see a totem for sure. I don't know if that means that there isn't one in there. It's the last tower that I had. The last tower there was no Vegvisir. It's looking like no. Yeah, I think it's just a totem, unfortunately. It's just the weirdest little building in the plains. I've never seen this before. I think it's a swamp building, but it's like deep in the plains. Could make for a cool build. Ooh, I staggered him at the same time there. That's kind of cool. Yeah, cool little build here, but nothing of importance. Oh, guys, on the horizon. I'm pretty sure that is it. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. So this is where I thought it was. Like this, when I was sailing, I saw this. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that curved hand thing is what it is. So I didn't even find the Vegvis here. I just literally found the location, which is kind of funny. I'm really happy that we found it, though. I'm gonna go set up a portal closer to it. Well, I'm gonna make sure that it is it for sure, and then I'll set up a portal. Oh my god, I ran too close to a tar thing. Got two of them on me. Not one of them. I can also see that there's a village literally right beside it, but I can see for sure that that is the Yag location, so it is confirmed now. But we've got like 3 tar things around here. And that goblin village. Oh great. I gotta kill this thing before it kills me. Yeah, so it is the Yag location, but it's got a lot of stuff going around it. So I will have to clear out a bunch of stuff before I can actually fight Yag. Hey, here it is. Look at all those guys over there. There we go, we got the map location. So yeah, there's at least 2 tar pits and a goblin village that I gotta clear out before I can fight this guy. So lots of Yagluth prep before I can actually do it. Just really happy to have found the location though. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for today's episode. Don't want to make these episodes too long, and I think this one's already turning out to be too long. We did find the Yagluth location, so as you could guess, in the next episode, we will definitely be fighting and killing Yagluth. We're gonna have to clear out a large section around it before I can do that. And in the next episode, we're gonna have to keep working on this farm. It's proving to be a very big project, but I think when it's all said and done, it'll be a really nice base for me. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.